And today I would like to talk about sustainability from very different angle, not from a side that we are all used to, about the reports, compliance, the frameworks, but from the perspective of very real situation, of a perspective of how to run a large business in a country of war. So I'm working with Epicentr. It's a business that is based in Ukraine, and Ukraine is now in a state of war. And it's been 4 years since we are up and running and actually managing even growing somehow in these circumstances. So for us as Epicentr now, sustainability stopped being a strategy document or just one more report. It became a question of how do we keep people employed? How do we keep our stores open? And how do we support communities where when everything around is safe and unstable? So what does it mean operating in a conflict zone? This is actually our daily life today. This is our usual environment. Missile attacks interrupt logistics. Energy infrastructure is damaged every other day. People are displaced, shortage of human capital, and investors are cautious because no one is really eager to invest in a country where next day your investment might just disappear. And at the same time, we have communities that need us and need business even more than before. And in these circumstances, the pressure is increasing exactly when resources are decreasing. So this forced us to completely change our strategy and rethink sustainability as we know it. Before the war, ESG often meant just reporting and compliance, something that we have to do because we want to work with European market. And actually at the same time in Ukraine, it's not mandatory. So we always were pursuing sustainability because we believed in it. But now sustainability actually means a survival for the business in a conflict zone. And because if operations stop, nothing else matters. If communities don't trust you, you lose your license to operate. So sustainability becomes business continuity and risk management. And this pushed us to change our course and to go to adaptive ESG. What I mean by adaptive ESG, that's approach that we call now in our circumstances. So instead of optimizing efficiency, we optimize for survival. That's what is moving the business in a challenging environment. So we started to build flexible logistics. We shortened supply chains, meaning started to look locally. Then we invested a lot in energy infrastructure because energy independence is a key now. And we decentralized decisions so local teams can react fast because they are on the ground and the environment is so fast changed that you cannot always reach to headquarters on time. And sometimes it's what we notice now from our experience that is more efficient if you decentralize the decision-making process. Because in conflict, agility is actually more important than perfection. When we talk about energy, I think that energy resilience is the best example because during the blackouts, during energy shortage, a lot of businesses are closing. A lot of, especially unfortunately, small and medium enterprises, they just can't compete in this environment. So we invested heavily in solar power stations. Thanks to the nature of our business, business, we had the opportunity to build solar power stations on our roofs, which is also risky in some regions of the country, but still we kept doing it, and that's now covers 30% of our energy need, and allows us not just run our business, but also be the energy hub for the community around our location. Next one is supply chain localization. As I already mentioned, we started to look local. We localized our supply chains. Global chains are fragile in wartime. It takes more time. Not everyone is ready to deliver to a conflict zone. A lot of insurances are involved. Not every insurance is actually ready to cover your business that is situated in a conflict zone. So so we started to work actually with Ukrainian producers, with local farmers, with local manufacturers, at the same time boosting the local economy. We built our own logistics. We extended the network of parcel lockers and delivery points to help our customers as well from a security perspective, and at the same time reducing a lot of consequences that come with the delivery process. And so it reduces dependency, but also, as I said, supports a local economy. And while local businesses survive, our customers survive too. That's, at the end of the day, the most important. The next point, I would like to actually talk about community itself, because all what we are doing, it's around our community and it is about our community. And our community, not only our customers, but also our employees. Our biggest asset is people. We employ around 38,000 employees. If they lose their jobs, then entire community collapses, because every second employee has a family of minimum 3. So retaining employment actually became our first sustainability KPI, because we had to save our people. We helped them to relocate from more dangerous places to safer locations if they wish. So we hired internally displaced people. We supported veterans, developed programs for veterans so we could rehire them. And again, we invested locally because employees don't just work for you, they actually protect your business. So I think it's in any circumstances, it's very important to remember that you need to take care of people who actually helping you to thrive. Then, of course, from other side, there is a community around your business. In crisis, business becomes a part of the social infrastructure. Sometimes we, like in our case, sometimes we act almost like a municipality because of a close ties and close connections with our communities. We always get a lot of requests to support different initiatives. We supply materials to hospitals, we support schools, we support youth programs through our foundation. So we help our community to, in today's circumstances, to survive, and then they help us survive in return. So this trust is the strongest currency in unstable environments. And one of the projects that I am personally very fond of, and that shows you that you need to move from a charity to to business impact, economic impact. It's Blago for communities. So we realized that charity alone, it is not enough. It is not enough just to make a donation to some organization and then not knowing what's going on after. So we created a platform where communities and donors are connecting. And while businesses, individuals, organizations provide a contribution to communities' projects, they, in the same time, support local producers, local manufacturers. So we built this platform where they directly connect. And local contractors implement this program, local producers supply materials, and so it became not just a charity, not just aid, but activator of local economy. So to say, philanthropy with economic impact. Then I think what is very important in the challenging geopolitical environment is partnerships. So no company can operate alone. Partnerships are crucial in these circumstances. Local governments, NGOs, tech entities, businesses, everyone, they help reduce risk faster than capital alone. In fragile environments, trust networks matter more than size. As I said before, you cannot survive alone. You can survive together. Experience exchange, supporting each other, when businesses support each other. That's how you survive in these circumstances. And of course, what you need to remember that at the same time, responsibility becomes even more important. Human rights checks, supply veterans programs, different programs to the fragile groups of society, safety standards, various initiatives that support the country and business, like demining initiatives. Everything, all this is a part of your reputation, because I apologize. It's always important how you deal with this part of your business in environment of war and geopolitical crisis. And what we have learned in the past 4 years. What happened then? So despite the war, we actually kept growing. We opened new centers, we expanded our e-commerce site, we built energy capacity that helps us to go further. We protected jobs of our employees. And this actually proved something very important. Impact and business performance are not the opposite. They reinforce each other. Because if we didn't implement those strategies, if we did not treat sustainability as a core part of our business, I believe we would not go so far in these circumstances. So I would like to share with you 5 lessons that we learned. Of course, there are many more, but if we somehow summarize, I would say that 5 lessons that we learned is build redundancy, not just efficiency. Then localize your supply chain, localize your production, secure your energy independence, invest in people, because that's them as they help you grow, and partner, move from philanthropy to economic activation. So these are not just nice sustainability ideas, those can be your survival tools. because I said before, I believe that thanks to our strategy and thanks to the fact that you were implementing these principles from the beginning, we keep growing and keep surviving past 4 years. So to conclude my speech, I would like to tell you that I truly believe something changed for us in this past 4 years. Sustainability became not just a department. It's how we make decisions on a daily basis. And in conflict zones, the companies that survive are not those that are the most efficient ones. Actually, the companies that survive, the ones that choose to stay, that choose to support and choose to rebuild, choose to implement that adaptive ESG strategies alongside their communities. That was my part. Thank you very much. I will be happy to connect with you and continue the discussion. Thank you.